Hi, y'all. I'm John Blackburn, the barn expert.
Dear barn expert, Gina Henrickson has an early 20th century barn and wants to convert it into a wedding event center. It's a daunting task, but she believes it could be a great success. Please help, barn expert.
Gina, we need to talk. You've got a great old barn and a great concept, and I think it's fabulous. And I'd love to be able to help you. I want to help you some today, but we've done several of these. You're taking an old barn and you're making it into a reception or a wedding or a facility for entertaining, and that's great. Barns are great structures. I love barns, not just for horses, but to save them. Too many of them you see along the side of the roads are falling apart and they're being lost. An old barn like what you have is fantastic. It fits into the vernacular of the area, and I think we could do some really wonderful things. Gina, in your photographs, you showed a photograph of the foundation, and I think that raises a point. You need to do several things before you really put a lot of investment into this barn. One is to do an assessment to determine, is that foundation adequate? Is the structure adequate? What needs to be done to get it where it's a usable condition? Because when you have just an old barn, it's one thing, but when you're putting a lot of money into it to make an event facility out of it, you're going to have a sizable investment. So I suggest you make sure that it's suitable for that. And so I think an assessment of the building is advisable to do. But the foundation and the cracks that you show me is not altogether bad, because that's a problem in a lot of old barns, as well as old timbers rotting, a roof peeling off. We've actually taken barns and we've actually picked them up and moved them. You can actually, if this barn is in the right location and the foundations are crumbling and bad, you can actually pick that barn up, put a new foundation under it, and set it back down. It's not that costly, and you've got a unique structure that you couldn't create today, but we're trying to salvage it, and it's a great place to have a wedding venue. You did suggest in your description how you want to remove some timbers. I can't tell you what can be done there, but as I said at the outset, call me and we can help you with that, because I think you can take and remove timbers. It's just got to be done in a structurally safe way.
Gina, I think our barn expert is a huge fan of your barn in Nebraska. Check out his website for more information, or reach out to us and we'll get you hooked up with John Blackburn. Remember to send in your questions for our barn expert. Go to our website, wildaboutbarns.com, or send in your photos and questions to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.